back here at the studio in Cooper Creek Square talking with Commissioner Merrit Linke, and I just learned a new tidbit here that what makes a true local, and fill me in.
Well, my grandfather and my great-grandfather had a definition for a newcomer. They said that anybody that came after 1906 was a newcomer. So why would that be the date? Tell me. What happened in 1906? Okay, I'm sorry. I stumped you.
I majored in math.
Okay, so I stumped you. But what happened in 1906? That's when the railroad made it to Granby. So by that definition, my grandfather and my grandfather, great-grandfather, said that if you didn't like Grand County, you just get back on the train and go back the next day. But prior to that point, when you came to Grand County, it was a commitment. You either hiked here, you're here, you figured it out, and you're going to make it work.
You're a local.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So you're a true local if you made that kind of commitment to come here.
And I was just plain dumb. We talked about that a little at the break, so I really did remember it was the railroad. Thanks for calling me out, though, Turner.
Yeah.
But all right, so you have become the coach of everything. You've made some loops around the greater area, perimeter, and found your way back here. What got you back?
Well, I actually came back to teach school here. I got back into high school science teaching here, and again coached basketball here, and freshman basketball.
Your counterpart Newberry on.
Yeah.
And he's the current coach of the basketball team, is that right?
He's the current coach.
Is there some conflicts we need to talk about here? Or?
No, I get along great with Newberry.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But, you guys are both coaches.
I never coached against him. I never really coached with him. But he did coach my kid, which I thought he did a great job as coaching my kid. My kid loved him, and you can talk about that sometime too. My kid graduated last year and played basketball with Coach Newberry. And it was a great time.
Is your kid off to college now, or where did he?
He's off to college, and he went back to Northeastern Junior College out in Sterling. So kind of following alumni there a little bit. And so he's out there now and taking ag. He didn't go into engineering or teaching or anything like that. He's taking ag, so he wants to come back and get into ranching probably at some point.
And you're running the ranch now?
Well, not exactly.
Okay.
The ranch, family ranch property proper per se, is I've got a brother and a sister and another brother here that are kind of...
Also, a few of you have stuck around.
Yeah, there's four out of six that are still here. So one brother and one sister are kind of there still with mom and dad. But my deal is more or less separate. And I got into leasing some different properties over by Granby. And actually, there's a place that I have leased up behind the Three Lakes Water and Sand off of Highway 30.
So you doing cattle or crop, or what do you...
I got these tourist cattle that I do.
Tourist cattle?
Yeah, you've never heard of tourist cattle.
No.
And the reason you haven't heard of it is because I just invented
They're
that
the tourists?
phrase.
They
are the tourists.
Okay.
And the reason by that definition is they come in June and they leave in September. And they eat grass all summer and they gain, say, 200 pounds. And I get paid to take care of them. I don't own them. So by that definition, I'm really not even a rancher.
They're just on vacation enjoying them. They're getting fat. Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. They're tourist cattle. They're enjoying, and I make sure they have food and water.
That's a pretty cool way to run a ranch.
And I take care of their doctoring if they have any health issues. And
all right, so let's segue a little into the commissioner here thing, because this is also relatively new to you.
Yes, this is the start of my third year as commissioner.
Okay, what's the term?
The term is 4.
4 years. Okay, so you're going into year 3, halfway through. So how do you feel about the first 2
years? You know, it's a very interesting job. It really is.
Did you one day see it in the paper and say, I'm going to run for that, or how did that happen?
You know, you've noticed that I'm a fairly tall guy.
Yeah, you're big.
I hit my head a lot, and that explains a lot of how I got into some of this kind of business. Yeah.
In hindsight. Yeah, right.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that explains a lot, doesn't it?
Well, it can be known as a thankless job sometimes, and that's for sure.
That's
true. You guys hear a lot of opinions and a lot of minds.
Oh yeah, everybody's got an
thoughts
opinion.
And ideas. But
I think there's 14,000 different opinions in Grand Canyon.
All right. Well, we're going to rest your head for a moment here.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about more what you got going within the commissioner role.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All right.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Sarah from Good Morning Winter Park. Today I'm with Linda. She's one of the owners of Lonesome Stone Yarn and Dye Works. Linda, tell us a little bit about your business. So you have the alpacas here that you use for the yarn.
I do.
So do you shear them yourself, or do you have somebody else shear them? And then what happens after that?
We have a shearer that comes in from New Zealand.
Okay.
And we then collect the blanket fleeces, send it off to a mill because our mill has been sold. Okay. So we're kind
of a lot of work.
Retired. And then it comes back to us as yarn.
Okay.
And we'll be using all of our natural colored alpacas. Some will leave natural for our yarn store,
Right.
and some will be doing our dyeing. So we do hand painting of yarn,
Right.
and also work with solids as well,
Okay.
which is really fun.
Yeah, and you were in the back just recently dipping and hand painting, so that
We
looks like a
are.
lot of fun. And you also offer like a little knitting class too.
We do. With our yarn store, we have a group that meets twice a week. Everyone is invited. We teach for free.
Okay.
And we meet on Mondays from 2 to 4 here at Lonesome Stone, which is in Granby, and also on Wednesday evenings from 6:30 to 8. So we encourage everybody, if you don't know how to knit, come and join us. We'll teach you. If you do know how to knit, come and join us, and we need some inspiration as well from all knitters.
Well, thanks a lot, Linda, for letting us stop by.
Thanks,
You have
Sarah.
a really, really neat facility here, and all the dyeing that you've done is beautiful.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks again for watching Grand County's Only Morning Show. I'm Sarah, and I will see you out and about.